Capricorn, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
This smoothie is amazing.
Hey, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here scrolling and skipping and scrolling and skipping and
I decided to tell people this time.
Oh, instead of doing the countdown?
Oh, you like my countdown?
We didn't do. We ain't get 5.
I feel like you need the little
10,
thing.
9, 8, 7.
You need to be
We ain't
like,
get a
and
clock.
action.
Like, huh? We ain't get nothing. Huh. Clearly, Marcus is feeling better now. Back for a better week.
Indeed.
And we have smoothies.
We had this shit. Rest in peace.
I got a little bit left. I was trying to savor the flavor in my joint. I ain't gonna even throw. I was trying to savor this joint because it's so good.
Yes.
It is so good.
I don't see how y'all do them fake ones. The good ones be good when you know how to make them.
Shout out to this movie because it definitely was from one of our previous bosses of the week. Shout out
Black
to the Sweet Tree Hut.
Sweet Tree Hut. Shout out to y'all.
Island Love is busting, and it's crazy. Island Love. I was just thinking about Jamaica recently. I'm like, I just need to go ahead and plan my next trip to Jamaica for this year.
Yes, everybody.
I think it's going to be a yearly thing.
Everybody.
Jamaica?
Yeah, everybody and their mom is about to go.
How's it over there?
Literally. Good. Fun.
That's good. I love Jamaica. I feel... You know how you feel when the song Free Mind comes on?
You know I don't know that song.
By Tim's?
I might.
5 in the morning.
Okay, yeah.
That's all I had to say.
I'm like, huh? Like, that's how Jamaica makes me feel. Like, you just be free mind. When they do, that's how.
And
I
that
feel.
song is about some real shit. I don't
It
think
is.
people
I
be
love that
realizing
song. I love that
what
song.
they be singing. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, especially these young motherfuckers. Like, y'all don't have no cares in the world. This song was meant for the people who really got
some depth to it.
I need some peace of mind. Okay? Yes.
Tim's is gonna go places.
Yes, she is.
If not already.
Her character shines through.
I really need.
I can see her doing a lot of movie soundtracks.
Oh, yeah. That sounds
Yeah,
dope.
that would be good. That would be really decent. I like that. Well, welcome back, y'all. We're here for another wiggity week of Teach His Own Podcast. I'm Christy.
And it is Ayana.
And together we are Teach His Own. Smarkus. We got Smarkus in the back on the ones and twos.
You.
He ain't give us no countdown this week, but we easing on it. Easing on it. I said that when I left work recently, and I was like, all right, y'all, I'm going ease on down the road. My coworker was like, what? I was like, The Wiz?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
Wait, what?
because all I said, I was leaving, and all I said was, I'm just going to go ahead ease on down the road. And my coworker's like, what? I was like, The Wiz? I wasn't trying to like make
And
you
they were like,
get it.
"Oh, you mean the Wizard of Oz?"
Right, I'm just like, I wasn't trying to like make them like get it or anything. I was just like, that was just like my goodbye, you know, that was just like my exit line, you know. And it was just like, what? I'm like, damn, like you really had to like make me explain it for half a second, like what? Like it wasn't no need for all of this.
What? You should have just left that in limbo. We'd have all been all right.
That's like a
Right.
culture. That's like a culture reach right there.
Like if you
let
didn't
me
get it, you
test
could
them
have
out,
just been
see-
like, just nodded your head, like, okay,
Let me test them out and see how much they know.
right. Always testing the other's knowledge. Actually, I think we should do that. We should test their knowledge all Black History Month. All year, all the time. I feel like you should test other people's knowledge of your culture every time you get a chance.
No, the funniest thing, as soon as you said that, the thing that came to mind for me was that Instagram video where the white guy's making dinner for his friends, and then all of a sudden they say like Raheem coming over, and he look at the fact that he only got 2 chicken breasts in the pan, and the only and then he looked at the cabinet, and the only seasoning that was in there was salt and pepper, and he looked at he was like, at that moment he knew he was
fucked
fucking
up.
I be doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Testing like just making white people feel uncomfortable. I do that all the time.
Really?
Mhm.
It's
I do
fun.
it too.
It's funny.
When
Why,
I only do
Marcus?
it though in situations where like I you can tell that they be like on some shit, or like they be like might be a Karen or a Kevin or some shit like
Yeah.
that. Like I definitely be like picking up the vibes, and if I know you want some bullshit, any type time other than mine, I'm testing you. I
We
feel
be-
you on that, Smart.
Me and my production team be in the car,
Get him, Smart.
and I have the aux, so I'll turn on like some Meek or something like that. Something that everybody likes, and then he'll say nigga, and then I'll see like my white friends like really feeling that song, and I'll be like, why is why y'all feeling that song so much? I'd be like, what about that song was so good? And then, but they used to it now, so they just start laughing. But like before, they used to just be like, it was just a good song, and I was just like, I'm just fucking with y'all.
Yeah, like I'm not. Yeah, that's funny.
My brother's an asshole like that. But it's funny. It makes me.
It is. It's a form of reparation.
It's a
I can't get
form
money
of
from you, so I'm just gonna make you feel
reparation.
uncomfortable.
Oh God.
I'm gonna get
You
something.
know what? To a degree, I can kind of agree with it. I really think I
don't think
can.
we ever gonna get back what we owed. I feel you.
That's why I'm like. That's why you got to get back something.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't get it back in blood or in coins, like we got to get it back some way.
I'm a guilt trip.
Give me
you.
my 40 acres and the chicken. Fuck the mule.
And my chicken.
Because these eggs is outrageous. That's all I'm saying. Give me the chicken, okay?
Not the 40 acre. Well, let me get one of each. Let me get a chicken. Let me get a cow. Throw me a pig and a
Need a
turkey
couple
in there.
dozen eggs. I went to the supermarket. Them eggs was $5 for 12.
Yeah,
That's outrageous.
yeah, and 10 for
In
18.
some places, it's more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
America drawn.
Don't like the brown eggs like me. Now you really up Shit's Creek.
Girl.
Gee, they always was already expensive.
No organic
whoa,
joints.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Why is it like so much noise? Can we like, Smuggers, can you like scroll this?
Sorry, I
down?
didn't mean to. Yeah, it's very distracting though. It
Yeah.
is because it's like cutting.
Can you
through.
like scroll this down and give them like a signal
sure,
that they
for
gotta
sure.
like?
Hopefully I'm not short enough. Hopefully I'm not that short.
Like, we sorry, yo, but we having like some excess noise.
I can just pull it.
No, the Jones on the side.
Yeah.
I started to start my shit,
I started to say something.
and I almost forgot we was recording. Christine,
We are getting better with time. We are
Christine,
eating like some fine wine.
some
Let me
fine
tell you, the
young
finest-
woman.
The finest Buddhist.
Chill. Don't give her no shit. She look good. She look bad. That's why I gave her the razor.
Oh, fuck, what she look like? You can go tap that coochie on another day.
If she tap on that glass, I'm gonna tap on
With
that.
that. Okay.
She was like, "Can I have a razor?" I was like, "Oh, sure."
Do you want to? You meanwhile?
Staring at what? Sure.
I fucking hate
Fucking
you,
hate
bro.
niggas. We still nigga. We still in the dome of niggerdom. And it's Black History Month, so that is just what we're doing. Like, God
The
damn.
nigga tree will flourish this month.
The
It's real.
nigga tree will flourish.
Sorry.
Casey, are you done?
I got headphones on, so me hearing the way I heard that was so funny.
Yo, what the fuck was in your smoothies?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it must have brought me back.
You must have got an
I
extra shot of
had
something.
a green ginger, so yeah, I don't know. They gave me some
Girl.
love in that because I needed it. Because I'm, you know how you be, your period about to come on and you be so sorry if this is too TMI, but you get really sleepy and you just need that extra kick. That's what that just gave me because I definitely didn't drink no coffee this morning because it just me and my stomach and coffee this morning wasn't going to be friends. Yeah, that's it. Sorry if that's TMI. Y'all gonna get to know a lot about me up in this bitch. Anyway,
This thing is so fucking funny because I didn't expect her to say that much on camera.
I mean, it is what it is. We all go through it. Shit, y'all
Normally,
already know.
I'm the kind of why the fuck would you say that? Like,
Hey, I'm already
Normally,
in
I
a maze
say
with it
something,
myself.
I'm
You,
like,
you
Christy,
amazed with
in,
what we go
in
through?
a maze.
Oh, I'm about
of
to say in a
confusion.
maze of confusion. Like you need more.
I cannot. Now every time I see feet walk past, it look like a alley cat, like at the bottom of the thing.
My ex was like, "Can you get some pads for me at the store?" And I got some, and then she brought it, and then she was like, "No, I need this time because I'm allergic to this one." I was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I'm just so confused, and it's so simple to her, but it's like, it's just that dynamic that made it so funny.
And it's so funny that because I literally had a conversation with somebody like recently, and it was like when you use that as an example, you have to give them exact directions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and if it's a specific type, like be specific. Tell them what the
Yeah,
type
say
is.
this is
so
the
they don't come back with
brand, this
nothing
is
else
the
but
type.
that.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be looking at you like, well, this is what you asked for, and that's the first thing.
I'm in the aisle like, well, this one's cheaper, but this one's more expensive. If it's
And
more
easiest thing
expensive,
to
does
do,
that mean it's better? And I'm
FaceTime
like-
a motherfucker. What is these
Right.
the ones?
Is
Like
this the one?
FaceTime makes things so much easier.
I'm in the aisle. I see a guy like walking past me, and he's like, "Yep," and I'm like, "Yep."
There it is.
The nod.
The unspoken language.
It's even between men
Yep.
and women have that. We
Yep.
have that. Oh,
Like,
wow.
sis,
That's
you
funny.
should-
That's funny.
You know what? Damn, where was I at? And me and a black girl did that, and it was unfortunately it was a white girl. She did something. We just kind of looked. It was either white girl or white guy. We just kind of looked at each other, like, yeah, no, that ain't it. That ain't it.
It ain't given.
All right, so let's go ahead and skip into.
Did y'all intro?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
I'm sorry when I said skip into, then my screen flips because I tapped the wrong thing. You want to go ahead and do the topic or run the boss of the week? How we
Yeah, but I guess we can see where it
The
takes
last.
us. All right, now, boss of the week for this week. Our black-owned business that we chose to highlight is Brotherly Grub Food Truck and Cafe. Shout out to Brotherly Grub. So that's Brotherly, spelled regular, Grub Food Truck and Cafe. That's their Instagram. They also have a website, www.brotherlygrub.biz.
Come on, GB.
They were an award winner in 2021 of Black Restaurant Week. They had the best brunch in Philadelphia. So go on and give them a shout out. I see some waffles up on there. I see some chicken wings. I see some shrimp and the grits. It's looking real.
and where are they?
It's looking real tasty up here. So, yep. So, a shout out to them. Give them a play. They have a truck and they have a cafe. They are on 7165 Germantown Avenue. So, if you're on that side of the city and you want something to eat, check it out.
Come on, BG.
Come on now, brother the
Is-
grub. Yep. So that's our boss of the week for this week. And they are in Philadelphia. Yes. It's Germantown Avenue.
Okay. This has they're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. All right. I would assume the truck is outside the restaurant, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's elsewhere.
It's a traveling, like a mobile.
I wonder if it's somewhere different, like each day or each week, or whatever the case may be. But I guess we'll find out. Okay, Mr. Grabs. Okay, we see y'all. I think their logo was cute too. How it personifies the Philadelphia.
Girl, yes, and they had
Love
Mr. Cheek
sign.
slide through for New Year's Eve. I know that's the fuck right. It was lit.
Did you just say Mr. Cheeks?
Yes, they talking lights, camera, action.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Okay, you know that as soon as that beat drop, you already
When I
know.
come to the door, you coming through your own last shake, yeah. Shout out to Missy fucking Elliott, bitch.
Yes, because the remix was remix.
Woo! That's why I just said, did you just say Mr. Cheeks, bitch?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Cheeks.
Girl.
She's top five.
Cheeks.
I could put Missy Elliott in my top five.
Oh, Missy Elliott. Oh,
Top
yeah.
five, what, rappers, producers?
And she goes unnoticed too.
A lot. Yeah, yeah.
I was just saw a thread recently where they was talking about Missy's discography and how much vocally she did on people's backgrounds and production. I said, y'all got listen. Missy one of the best to ever do is stop playing with Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Okay, I don't know how y'all didn't hear her voice on half of the background songs
that they was
that they even was on it. Did you see the same thread I'm referring to? Like
but you
Aaliyah.
can hear it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all, you can hear her.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I'm like, she did. First of all, did y'all forget she did her own back? Who did y'all think was doing hers?
Right.
It was her
And
Mo,
Tweet. Mm-hmm.
Tweet, yes. Take away.
At one point, she had Monifa.
Oh, I forgot about Monifa.
I used to get Monifa and Little Mo mixed up. All
Oh,
the time.
wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
Lil
funny.
Mo. Mm-hmm.
She said, "Why
You don't really see Monifa like that though when you think about it, and they don't look super like they don't look super similar, but they don't look super like super different either. They both around the same complexion. They both little. Monifa.
I mean, that's just, I with the Mo and the Monifa, I can see how you got. I'm like, I just.
I didn't know them. I didn't know the difference between them. I really didn't. Just like some people, can't tell who Cuban Gooding Jr. is and who what's it called Omar Gooding is. They don't. Some people don't know the difference between them.
I don't know that. I understand that they look a
can't-
lot alike, but one is significantly heavier than the other.
Yeah, that also. Yeah.
The baby
Some
brother
people-
is his weight is significantly different.
But people get them mixed up.
That's weird to me. I don't understand. I think people are just stupid.
That's a. Anywho. So yeah, that's our boss at Wayne.
So let's slide on over.
Why
So
does my screen keep
we
doing
more.
that? Go ahead. It keeps sliding down on its own.
Mine did some shit like that too. Cause when I was trying to read something, that's why I was like, wait, I stopped. I'm like, sorry, y'all, my screen had switched. Yeah, that shit got on my nerves.
Come on, iPhone.
So we still in the history of niggerdom, cause it's still Black History Month, but we just gonna slide to something a little bit different. Oh, sorry, y'all, I just got a notification about something that wasn't even my fucking business. I don't know where that came from, but. So it was a thread that came from a tweet. A girl asked, how I'm going to find my soulmate if everyone wants me? So a guy answered and said, I hate to say this, but
Shut
I think
up.
if a lot of...
Tomato like, boo, coming from Marcus.
Everybody wants me. Everybody wants me. My God.
Oh my God. How does everybody want me?
That's so
How am I supposed to
popular.
choose?
He just got so agitated.
Yes.
He was like,
Well, I think you might actually completely agree with what the young man said in response to her. He said, I hate to say this, but I think a lot of women get confused with being wanted sexually by most men and being completely desired romantically. And he lightened it with an LOL at the end, but the shit wasn't funny because it was just absolutely true.
absolutely true.
Yeah.
It was absolutely
And
true.
it's what I noticed. Like, all right. I was thinking about this earlier actually because the guys was talking about in the Xbox party. We was like, I feel like it's kind of the intentions are kind of disguised, like either way, no matter how you look at it, because it's men out there that just want someone sexually,
Yep.
and romantically, but you will probably never tell because they're probably go on the same date. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably go on the same date,
That's where they
get
fuck up
treated
right
the same. It's all until that last little moment where they reveal the intentions. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think we need to like normalize, not normalize it, but like make it. We need to find a easier way for people to make their intentions.
People just gotta be more honest.
tell
Just
the
stop
truth.
lying. Yeah, tell the truth. Stop lying and be honest. Like you said, that's where the problem is. The guy who, the same guy who just wants to have sex with a woman versus just want to have sex with somebody versus take somebody seriously. You might treat both of those women the same.
Mm-hmm.
So how the fuck do you, even as your person, as an individual, how do you react or be able to defend yourself when the one that you only want to sleep with is asking you, well, why don't you want to take me more seriously?
Yeah.
You treating both of these women the same. Why are you whining and fucking downing her if you only want to have sex with her?
Because some women fake require that.
To
some women,
come
it
on,
makes
fake
them-
requirement. Come on, speak on the other side, these.
Yeah, some
Come
women
on with
fake
it.
require that. Some women feel like, which I'm not knocking them because it's just like, I mean, are you not worth more than can you at least sit down and eat, get something to eat and have at least somewhat of a conversation before you get down to tying your soul together. But anyway, it makes them feel better about the transaction. I feel like that's in their head to them. If I'm getting something quote unquote out of you before I put out, that makes me feel a little bit better about
And
what
again,
I'm.
ma'am, if you stop lying to
yourself,
yourself,
yeah.
all this is about telling the truth, whether it's to yourself or to somebody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, everybody that you desire is not going to be somebody that you desire to marry or to be in a relationship with or to be in a full-out equipped platonic, whatever the situation. You may just see somebody and just may be sexually attracted to them. But you got to be honest with yourself about that. Everybody you meet not gonna be worth dating.
Yeah.
Everybody you meet not worth fucking either. But needless to say, whatever the situation is in front of you, just be honest about that. If you in front of the guy as a woman, if you in front of the guy that you only want to sleep with, but he want to take you seriously, you know you're not gonna take him seriously, but you gonna keep wasting his time.
Yeah, so don't waste his time.
No.
You gonna keep, but the average woman gonna keep wasting his time though. They gonna go out, they gonna get that dinner, get whatever, get wine and dine. Yeah, get wine and dine. Y'all still gonna do that for what?
It is a difference.
If you just want to sleep with him, just give him that. He'll probably still just take the pussy too, but he'll find somebody else to desire in the way of taking more seriously.
I think it just all boils down to have the conversation. Just
be honest.
You just be honest about the situation, because at the end of the day, whether he's upfront about just wanting to smash and not doing, like, he don't care what your last name is. He don't care what you had for lunch today.
And it'll save you a lot of time too.
Yeah,
really will.
And that way you can decide whether or not that's what you want to do.
I'm about to say, stop beating yourself up about it if you did what the fuck you wanted to do. If both of y'all just met, slept together, and that's all y'all want to keep on doing, if that's what both of y'all want, who's judging you?
Yeah.
Like, why are you so worried about what other people think? If you're doing what you want to do, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody cares about what everybody thinks. That's why nobody's fucking happy right now. That's
This
why
is
people
We've
are
talked
moving
about this though
the
before.
way
Like,
they're moving,
people worrying about, and I get it. We had a lot of feedback saying that, well, no, it's not just about somebody thinking about what other people think. Well, a lot of it is though.
Yeah.
So otherwise, what is it?
Sometimes it can be you. You are your biggest critic. You are your biggest roadblock. You are your biggest whatever.
Barrier.
Yeah, like, so just whatever you are in your way more than you think you aren't when it comes to any and everything. So get out your own way and tell the truth, because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, even if he do want to take you serious, he still wants to have sex with you. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
And from a guy's perspective, it's a lot of effort being put in.
Yeah.
Especially if you just try and smash, and you trying to and you take her on a date, you spending time with her, you getting to know her a lot. Like, not to sound mean, but if you know what the mission is already,
yeah,
it's gonna be it's not gonna seem worth it when you doing all these things, and you don't even know if you can or not.
But my thing is,
right? Because that's the other thing. How do you?
People always want what they can't get from somebody that's not willing to give it from them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for me personally, it's so many women who is out here who will tell you whether or not, like, they'll tell. It's women who only date guys who make a certain amount of money, who move a certain kind of way, who do certain things, and they tell them, like, oh, I'm going out with you tonight, but I need a check because I already know you're gonna want to pop by the end of the night. So this is my price. There are people who operate. There is a world. There is a population, a demographic.
And dating is transactional.
That's exactly. And I don't even know if I want to call it dating, to be honest. Because are you really? Is it considered dating? What is it? I don't know what to call it. I guess. Yeah. But just figure out who that. It's the same thing we've been saying for the past 5 years, 10 years. Date the person that fits that. What you want that fits that. Seek people who are on the same frequency that you are on. Right. So if you want somebody that's not going to have no type of inhibitions or whatever about, like, sleeping with you from the rip, and find the females that do that, or find the males that are interested in that, and then you won't have the issue. And you're trying to do it with somebody that don't move that way.
Yeah.
You're making yourself put out more effort for no reason.
Right, because that's what I was going to ask Marcus. For men and for some women, for men, why is it that you put so much effort into whining and dining or doing whatever if you know you only want to have sex with her? It's like if it's not worth it, it's just vagina.
Yeah,
so it's just like if you know you only want to have sex with her, she all of this is worth having sex with her.
I don't think so.
But it got to be if you putting all of this out just to have sex with her, just to get her to that moment where she's willing to drop the draws. Yeah. No,
I think it's a mixture of not wanting to tell the truth, and some people just feel like they have to be sly. Some people feel like they gotta finesse their way into it. But I feel like nowadays we live in an era where it's like.
But that's also part of just not wanting to be real for whatever reason. Why do you feel like you gotta finesse your way into something? Why don't you just want to be honest?
Sex is such a front-facing thing these days. I don't even think it needs to even be that way. The way every time, any given moment when you're on your timeline, you're going to see a areola, a butt cheek, somebody twerking. Something sexual is going to come across your timeline, whether it's what they're speaking about or what you see. Mm-hmm. Or what, so, like, at this point, just tell somebody, like, what? There are literal places online where you can go.
People who want to do any and everything.
There you go. So why you're going against the current? For what?
For what?
You know what I mean? I don't know. But
you don't have to.
I hope y'all figure it out, whoever these people are. But I feel what you're saying is it necessary, but at the same token, some men who have those underlying feelings who don't want to be attached to anything because that's men and they just get these natural urges. That's what society says. There's still, to a certain extent, some of these people, some of them who have sense, burn themselves out with that because they still have that underlying ideology from their mother. Respect women no matter what you want to do with them. So I'm gonna be nice to her. I'm gonna take her on a date. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Do she really deserve that? No.
I mean, to me, it's more respectful if I ask.
It might sound harsh to hear, but
yeah.
no.
I mean, and winding and dining and respectful.
Not saying that if that's literally the only thing, like you don't see yourself even having a conversation outside of that one time. Like y'all don't even. It's no even high and by on a Monday or a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like if she really like, it's giving slide. Like.
and some people do accept that, which is why, like you just alluded to what you said a few moments earlier. If it's somebody out there who willing to do any or everything, so why not just go towards that population? Versus, you know,
it's more respectful for me to ask rather than, all right, I could either ask you and you agree, or ask you and you don't agree, or I can take you out on a date and make it seem like I care about everything you got going on, your problems, your goals, and all this other stuff. And then once I realize that I won't be able to smash, ghost you. That seems, it seems even worse. I'm wasting your time as well as mine.
True. It happens all the time too.
Right.
That's why the idea, why do men feel like they deserve sex after a date, like automatically? But it's just like, is that really the case, or were you just ignoring the fact that was what he told you from the beginning?
Yeah.
What? Did she just uncover that?
Maybe you should question what you want in the beginning.
Right. There it is.
But there be a whole lot of flags, and the flags don't be red. People have signs, warnings, things that pheromones that they give off that'll let you know about themselves. If you decide to ignore those as an individual because you want to, you have some sort of hope, could you tunnel vision on sex or anything else? That's totally up to you. But people are giving off flags and warning signs of some shit that you may not necessarily like, that you just gonna look past because you may feel like the grass may be greener on the other side in a different element or whatever, or a different level to him, whatever. Listen, him or her, to each his own. At the end of the day, I'm the kind of person where we can have a conversation. This is, what are you looking for? Okay, what are your intentions?
That's why that.
What are your intentions? It's very simple. It's not asking you, well, what's your 5-year plan? Do you want to get married in 2 years? Save up this amount of money, have this and for. It's not. I'm not asking you none of that. What are your intentions? Something that can simply be, I'm just looking to get to know somebody. I do eventually want to be in a long-term relationship, but I'm looking to build to get to know somebody. Right? That's very simple. Yep. But it's very simple to say, but people don't do it. But what are you looking for? I'm not really looking for much. I just want to have fun. It's very simple to fuck the answer. If somebody says that to you, you should already fucking know. If you end up fucking them, don't go to fucking them and then a month later go to ask them, what the fuck are we?
Ask the question. Don't assume, or listen. I just say don't assume that. Bringing it back to the topic, just don't assume. I don't assume that just because someone of the opposite sex is saying something to me like, oh, this or that, like even if it's a compliment or they're speaking to me. I don't assume they're flirting. I don't assume they're attracted to me or anything. I just assume that they're saying what they're saying, and that's just it. You damn near gotta wave it in front of me in black and white for me to get it.
I do not notice when people are flirting with her. I will say that. She never. I'm like, Anna, the motherfucker's trying to talk to you.
I said make a left.
She's like, I don't know. I'm like, Anna, are you fucking blind? Like, I'm the blind friend, bitch.
I'm so far removed from that because I'm just like, I ain't want. Because
I don't, and I'm like, I get it. I'm like, because I'm
everybody
want
to talk to me.
I don't feel like everybody want to talk to me, but I feel like depending on how the person is presenting it, and just like, all right, because in my head, I'm like that too. I'll question it like, okay, they probably was just saying it, but if not the same thing, or if something similar maybe happens 2 or 3 times now, and it's like, okay, well, maybe they was trying to throw the alley-oop. So, like, that's, maybe after, like, the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th time, I'll get it, because, again, I just don't want to assume. I don't assume. Again, I know I'm cute, but I don't assume everybody wants me.
I think that's that. when guys say that, I can see how that could be so annoying. Like guys will, she thinks everybody want to talk to her. Like I've
heard a guy say that about women before, and I'm like, it's not cute.
And I'm like, no, he really was not trying to talk to her. Like she just was being extra.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think we nailed that to the coffin.
Yeah.
Do y'all? I was talking to my friend the other day, and she was like, I noticed that you would try to pursue someone, but when you notice that they're of popularity, then you're off it. And I was thinking to myself, and I didn't think that she was wrong, but I wanted to ask, do y'all feel the same way?
Yeah, I do, personally.
Yeah.
Because
I'm in no way, shape, or form like the popular guy.
Yeah. And I'm like, I can be cool with him all day long, but I won't prefer him. Like if I just happen to, if we just happen to take it there and that just happens to happen, but I'm definitely going to avoid it at all costs, or most costs if I can, because it just naturally comes. It's like dating a celebrity almost. It just naturally comes with people who always got somebody in their face. It's a lot more attention naturally than the average person. And if you're not a personality, I just happen to be a personality who can handle that.
Right.
But if you're not a personality that can handle that, which a lot of people aren't, but then they don't want to be real with themselves about, then you really need to stay away from a person like that.
Right. Because that could be, and then popularity is something that's not black and white either, because it could be popularity within your industry, it could be social popularity, or it could just be popularity within like your community, like, you know what I mean, like, oh yeah, everybody around here know her, and you're just like, let me not. But I can see how that can just be like a deterrent. Like I'm like that also, because I'm like, I don't want everybody to be, next thing you know, oh, that's such and such girlfriend, like, you know what I mean, like, I never wanted to be, that's my biggest thing, is like, it's not
I don't want to
giving
be named as that.
Yeah, like, I'm not Beyonce's sister. I'm Solange, like that type of shit. Like,
come on, yes.
So I mean,
like that example.
With that, I could, just definitely tell yourself, like, if they worth it, they worth it. That's all I can say. But don't never say, oh, I ain't going to, because think about it like this: you're well on your way to, getting your shit up and popping and rolling and going. Who knows who you're gonna be rubbing elbows with and working with? Just because your personality is the way it is, they probably won't even necessarily see it as you being that kind of social popular, but it's like people know who you are. So that's a different kind of, oh wow, like everywhere we go, he might know somebody. Yeah. Some people can't even handle that. You know what I mean? Like we are having dinner and people come, oh hey, so hey, so some people don't like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So think of it like that. So think of it as later on in life. Maybe, oh my goodness, I wouldn't want somebody amazing and dope to miss out on me because they think I'm around too many people, or I know too many people. I'm always in a room full of, oh, he be in a room with this motherfucker and that, I don't know, I'm not sure.
And that could just be your work life and your professional life.
Right.
Your personal life could look a whole lot different, but until a person gets to know you, or unless they give you that chance to even find that out, they'll never know that. And then that's when it just becomes a part of the divine, and whatever God has for you is for you. Because if they don't even want to give you the chance, don't keep trying to press the issue. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Too. But yeah, just remember the other side of the coin when you make your decisions too. But what serves you best? That was a good question, Mark.
Getting smart.
Next thing you know, he gonna have a celeb girlfriend. He gonna be ducking the paparazzi and shit. Like, damn, he be like, oh God, I'm coming.
Long as they have it, don't get the fuck smart. She don't cut it in the eye top. Excuse me, this is work time, ma'am. Don't get fucked up.
Have me riding goons ready.
Don't get fucked up over the BTSs, okay?
Okay, girl. Okay, you don't know us. All right.
Sorry, babe. I gotta record for Teachers Only.
We get real ghetto. Okay. Let her watch a couple episodes before she make her decision.
Not us scaring off Marcus's potential.
Who is this to each his own, girl?
We like the angry big sisters in the background.
Like, don't worry about them. He turn around. Hey, down, girl. Like my name, Betsy.
Like in the middle, you saying, yeah, I have a dog, but she already up there like this. On the fucking gate.
On the gate, looking at her. Yeah.
Drawing.
So, since we're here, we might as well go into full transparency mode. And so we have the next topic. Ooh. So loneliness versus being alone. So let's talk about it. I think this was a good one. So the post says, full transparency, I've been alone for a long time now, but this is the first time in a long time that I've actually been lonely. And then this person goes on to say, this is a female. Most of my friends are married or in relationships, so I'm always third wheeling, being out with a couple now or just being by myself. And making more friends doesn't help. I have no shortage of platonic intimate bonds, but that's not the type of intimacy my heart is craving. Society keeps telling women to love themselves as if self-love will ever replace the desire for romantic love. And they also tell us to be strong and we don't need no man to define us, as if admitting you want to be loved makes you weaker than pretending you don't care. I feel vulnerable enough to share this because I know there's a lot of men and women that can relate. Loneliness is a very real emotion, and don't let anyone make you feel desperate for admitting you feel it. This season of loneliness is self-inflicted. I haven't been held by a man in a really long time. I haven't dated or slept with anyone in a long time. I went through a lot in the past, and I finally gave myself permission to heal. In this healing, she's took the journey to separate logic from emotion. She goes on to talking about like she had been choosing men that weren't good for her, so she has to stay by herself until she betters herself, which makes more sense to her, which I can say does.
Yeah.
So she's saying, you know, she often has those thoughts and goes back and forth with herself about why she can't go back to an ex or deal with somebody that she used to, you know, just for some attention, strictly just for attention.
Was that thread?
Huh?
Is that thread?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to sum it up now.
I'm gonna need that thread.
You need it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Sounds like a good read.
It's a good read. So she's like basically, so you know, trying to going back to old people just to get attention, and she doesn't want to do that. She wants to be healed, she wants to be whole, and she wants to have better connections because she wants happiness long term.
Yeah.
So obviously those guys were toxic and they weren't good for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's saying that her long term goal is marriage and children. She wants partnership and stability, protection, and support. She is also a person who is a mother. She does have kids, but the next time she gets into a situation, she wants it to be like this is it. So she's just saying like, so in this season that she's in, she's just lonely and she doesn't want to go back to the way she used to, that she prayed herself out of. So she's just saying like to everyone that's reading, is just keep doing the work and everything's going to work out for you. These are just her thoughts. So yeah,
it's a sad ideology of thinking that loneliness is in relation to weakness.
Right. Wow, yeah, connotation.
Mm-hmm.
The connotation is often negative. But I can say, and I'm not saying I look down on her, but I don't know if I can just like, maybe once you get older, I feel like getting older and being lonely is more realistic for me. As of right now, I don't feel lonely. I just don't. I've never felt that way.
Yeah, me
Maybe
either.
I'm blessed.
And I'm just like,
Because I've honestly really like misunderstood, yes. Alone to solve a problem, like, but by choice and by force, yeah. I've been up against both walls.
Mm-hmm.
But for me to say I feel lonely, no.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is a difference between being alone and then having lonely. Because you can be with somebody and be lonely.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think I've ever
I'm alone
felt lonely.
all the time.
Right. Right. I spend most of my
Right.
days, Monday through Friday, by myself.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. And again, I'm going to have the unpopular opinion on here. And I guess y'all can probably just chop me down or we can just
Here we go.
banter it out because
Everybody get ready.
in my head, shut the fuck up, Morgan. Because I'm sitting here trying to, I was sitting here as Alan was talking, trying to think about how is it, or if you didn't associate loneliness with weakness, then what would you associate it with?
If I didn't associate loneliness with weakness,
Yeah, because you was like, well, it's interesting that why, because it was what you said. You was like, well, I don't understand why people pretty much associate loneliness with being weak, and I'm just like,
Yeah, such
well,
a
it
negative
is a weak emotion.
No.
It is a weekend emotion to me.
I mean, I don't think it's,
Because I was sitting here as you were talking, he asked the question and then you were talking. I'm sitting here like, well, if it's not, then how else would I really
I just don't have no feelings.
about
I really, honestly, for me, I don't have. It's interesting. I don't have no feelings towards it.
I mean, me either. But
know
if
what
I
I
had to
mean?
think about something to associate it, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, I
But
guess
it is
I would
interesting
consider
that
it
it's
as
often thought as
a
weak,
weak emotion. Like, I guess I would think of it as that. Although, like you said, I don't
Because
just
we're
naturally
trying to
think about
yeah,
it.
but that makes sense for your personality type because you're a person who has an independent mindset, and you often do say, "I'll stand alone on anything that I say." So of course you would think that. That makes it's literal textbook. So, but,
I guess it depends on how you look at it,
yeah. So in that sense, yes. But for me to say that that's so weak, no, that's just how you feel. Like I don't like you. I guess you lonely. Like you want to be around motherfuckers. I don't care to be around.
Me neither. That's why I'm just like. But I guess if I was
Some
like
people like
bidding
people
on it, that's
person.
why as you was talking, I would just like I guess bidding on like I guess I would call somebody like you weak bitch. Why the fuck you like feeling lonely? You should get the fuck up. Go outside somewhere. Like that's what in my head I was just kind of like. Jokingly, like, well, yeah, I guess you weak bitch, get the fuck up. Like, I guess you would say that to somebody.
But it can be a state of I guess of weakness in terms of like
or maybe vulnerability.
Vulnerability. There. Because I know people that need to talk to me like when we're together. But I also know people that are all right, that are cool with just all right, we could just be quiet but be in the same room.
You would survive a very long life in the room with me because we ain't gotta say
shit. Yeah, I'm like, I hate.
I was
people
at a video shoot the other day, music video, and it was with this girl. She talked the entire time. Never let any silence pass.
Let me just tell me to shut up, Marcus, please.
No real shit.
And I'm trying to get some bread.
Cause I'm like,
so
I got a job to do.
I'm like
I'm trying
cool.
to get this money.
I'm gonna
No,
just
shut
agree
up.
with you. But if I wasn't getting no bread, I would shut up, please.
Yeah.
Just for a little
Nobody
bit.
like tried to
And it's
redirect her to like do something to shut up.
Some people are very, and that's another.
Some
thing.
people are hard to do that too.
And some people are very uncomfortable with silence. It has to always be something filling that space.
And that's I don't prefer to be around people like that.
Me neither. That just to me that translates as you don't want to be alone. You don't want your thoughts to have a moment to even be heard. Like how can you possibly be thinking about anything when you won't
always
stop talking?
Yeah.
But how can you process anything when you don't shut what we call the fuck up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't imagine.
Like, how do you sleep?
A whole video shoot. Like, damn.
Like, how do you sleep? They probably sleep. Just talking in they fucking sleep.
Like, or do you count sheep while you sleep? Like, just out loud? Like, ask her. Like,
but this is what I'm saying though. Like the correlation of that, I feel like she was doing that, and I've also had instances where people were like, "Why are we not talking in this quiet?" But it's the same thing. I feel like that could be of correlation to being scared of being alone or lonely, or maybe I could look at that as you being lonely and wanting interaction, and I could see that instance being a form of like some type of vulnerability that could add to the point of it being a weakness.
I just put them. I don't know. I don't know if it's fair to homogenize that group and just make them all one big ass.
Yeah, I feel like it's two types of lonely though.
It is, but because the fake scientist in me, because humans, it is like we literally need to have human interaction. Literally, like I'm talking on a basic level. I'm not talking like this is excluding sex and all that. This is talking. You literally need human interaction.
That's how you develop.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I just look at it like they're on the spectrum. It's a continuum. It's a spectrum. They are on the side that is just like if they don't like, they're like, oh, I need you. Like it's like, woo.
Yeah.
I need you. And then there's the people who are deemed as the black sheep or the loner, and they're just like, oh no.
Right.
Mm-mm. Don't want to. You already said 2 sentences. Get out of here. So I just look at people that's like that. Like they just can't. They just can't deal with it. Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I think that there's a huge difference though.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. And then you get complacent. You get content. You used to having somebody there all the time. People get comfortable.
And loving yourself and loving other people are two. People always say like, oh, like you need to love yourself before you can love you. I love myself. I think I'm amazing. I'm amazing.
Come on,
and
Marcus.
I can be in a room by myself for hours on end.
Yep.
But that, to me, that's not going to replace your human want. Well, some of us. Yeah. Your human want. Some of us
are like Wednesday.
Yeah. your human want for relations. Like
yes.
You know, it's not. I don't think there's anything that could really replace that.
Yeah.
Even asexual people want romantic relationships.
Yes.
And they don't want to have
You hit
sex.
that shit on the head, and they don't want to. No, and they don't need, and they'll tell you this. I don't fuck that. I just want you here with me.
They want the companionship.
Yeah, that's it. So I guess that's what it is, because it's like, damn, like I that sucks. I mean, if you
it sucks for you.
if it makes you feel negative, I'm like, I don't know what else you want to say, but I'm like, I don't know if that. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just no towards it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay.
You know what's funny? I'm like, yeah. I told you I was a fan of Ari Lennox's first album because she had like these little skits like in between her songs, and she has this one skit after I think her song New Apartment, and she's like, you know what I realized? She was like, I'm lonely. I need people. And I bust the fuck out laughing. I'm just like, I feel like everybody who feels alone just needs to come to that recollection at some point, and we just gonna pray that at some point they do.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I feel like it would be devastating to feel lonely. Because like Anna said earlier, I've never felt lonely before, and I think a lot of that has to do with my spirituality and the faith that I have instilled with me. Like, I know God is with me at all times. It's never a moment that I've ever felt alone in my life. Like, ever felt. And like you said, too, I can be hours, days being by myself. I don't have no problem with it.
Black people was born lonely. I think it's just part of what it is. That's why I don't look at it as like good or bad. I go, all right, well, get you some friends or.
But again, alone and loneliness are two different things. I think we were born learning how to stand alone. I think that's just part of we know how to stand alone if we have to. We was sleeps, okay? We know what the fuck. We know how to stand up.
Was good.
We be alone for hours on end, but whenever I'm lonely, go hang out with some people.
Yeah, I can be blessed. And again, like Anna said earlier, I'm blessed to say that I've never felt that way. And maybe if people had more faith, they wouldn't feel like that. Because how can you believe in God and ever say that you feel lonely?
Oh, it's very possible. Just like the same way we.
That mean his faith, your faith ain't as grounded as you think it is. Then that's just my opinion.
It ain't.
To each his own, but that's my opinion. If you not as spiritual as you think you are.
Just like one sin ain't greater than the other. It's the same. It's the same
Correct.
thing. So, I mean, you can be very well just like you say, people have. Oh gosh, I was about to go into another topic that I want to save for another episode, so I'm gonna shut up. Anyway, that's that topic.
We're gonna say that for the next
episode. We are definitely running out of time, guys. Like out of time, like literally right now. So what do we want to do? Yeah,
we got a little time left. We can either cover the next one and do the next one
because they literally just came to the door.
That was not, and if it was, they still have a whole hour.
Oh.
That's why I said we got a little. Yeah, I just checked the calendar, so I don't give a damn who it was.
Well, when they book at 5?
4.
Oh, okay. They booked at 4.
Excuse me. You edit that part out. All right. Thank you.
So like I said, we can either go to the last one or we can either just go to the WWY. We can go to the Y and just say the next one for another time. But like we're not about to just scurry because we don't have to.
All right.
Sorry, Marcus, you can cut that out. We do not promote bullying.
I mean, we can do the last topic, I guess. I mean, or that.
Let's go into the Y. We can say the other one for the next time or a different one.
Or have some closing thoughts. Because I don't really like this one. Because I can't remember.
Yeah, that's why I didn't feel like listening to it again anyway. That's why we can just go into the Y. So we going to skid it. We'll the last topic. We'll figure it out. We'll trash it or figure it out. So where were you, Anna? You really had to start your shit when you added this one in here.
I'm sorry.
Where were you during pandemic riots?
I said the pandemic. Yeah, pandemic.
I didn't know if that was intentional or not.
Yeah, because if you pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Call it the bandemic.
The band, yeah. Where were you doing it? I was home because y'all was scaring me.
Yeah.
Y'all was
I was in the house.
People's houses.
Well, our jobs had sent us home like the second week of March and said fucking stay there and talk to your clients over
the
phone.
only reason I put it in there probably was because I felt like it seemed so far away, but it was like, that really literally was just like.
Seemed like it should be in a textbook.
We was locked in the crib, y'all. Like, we was locked in the crib and they was burning shit down.
Oh, I'm very interested to see what the school textbooks or how they're going to read when they talk about this time period.
Absolutely.
The great pandemic of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I want to see how they're gonna detail it and describe it. Like, are you gonna start it from like the official COVID-19?
I can't wait to see the documentaries they gonna come out with it.
Yeah.
I know people were recording. Photographers made that.
All of the different memes and video and viral videos. Yeah. Street photography, viral videos. All of those are going to be included in you. A lot of y'all gonna see yourselves in documentaries of the riot footage in the future.
Because I got a picture of something. I don't know whose son that is, but he got that burning American flag downtown in front of City Hall. That picture was all that because it was dark. It was dark and you could just see it burn. I'm like, I still got that picture on my phone because it just was beautifully shot. I'm like, even though it was a crazy moment.
And I was at home too, enjoying my and just
enjoying
myself
your Rangoons
at home. Indeed,
Marcus done put us on the Rangoons.
So these I thought they was crab raccoons, but they was Rangoons.
Enjoying my introvert self. But I seen that street photography and I was like, man, like I wish I was down there. It was a cover art that Meek had, and it was of the riots, and it was a cop car set on fire, but it was perfectly taken. I was like,
I know exactly which one you talking about. I like that one too.
To just take some flicks.
It was good.
Like,
It was a good photo. Like I said, although it was a crazy moment, it was a lot of good footage. Taken from the
I wish
riots.
I was there. Just riots. Like, all right, so if you could move,
could have had your drone in there.
To the right. If you could burn that cop car a bit more, and
let's get the smoke effects on the left side.
Here, just toss your t-shirt in there. Get it a little more blaze.
Let's get that wind going so we can get the smoke effect. That's hilarious.
Yeah, because some people was on. Listen, I was hollering because some people was on social media saying this, and that, and this and that. But you was just out there looting.
Yeah,
you was looting.
Yo, it was the plot. It was the plot and the planning of the looting for me.
Yes. No.
It was a whole social bands, like groups and everything. I'm like, y'all are going to get caught.
Yes.
Why get caught? Don't get caught.
I'm so done with you. They done hit the hair stores. People were selling. People that never sold bundles a day in their life had.
People ain't never sold nothing a day in their life.
Yes.
They hit the
pharmacy. The pharmacy. Oh gosh.
Trapper's Paradise.
Oh,
Trapper's Paradise. That might be the episode name.
Niggas start cripping as soon as they walked in. Ain't nothing but a
get those perks off the shelf.
Okay. Listen.
Hey, yo, my nigga, get them oxycodons.
Okay.
Oxycodons.
Listen. Okay. Child, that was a time. It was a time outside for us in them streets. You was scared to go to different stores. Stuff got closed down.
Yeah. You was going to stores doing opening hours and they were closed.
Girl.
Yeah.
If the poppy stores wasn't closing earlier than they already were.
Yeah.
Young boys, because they used to didn't close until midnight.
Yeah.
If that, sometimes 2 in the
that shit
morning.
be drawn. They be closing at like 7 now.
Yo, poppy stores really used to
The
be open
North
late.
ones be closing at 7.
Yeah.
He like, no, this is
no,
different.
seriously. That's how you know it's different. Yeah.
That's how you know it's different. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's some scary shit, y'all.
Scary shit. Like,
yeah.
And the guy that owns the shop, right, he straight up listen,
Mr. Brown.
Listen, he said, I'm going to tell y'all like this. He rebuilt that joint, because that joint, he said, I should have left it like this. No, he didn't say that. But he did say, in so many words, he should have left it like that, because he did say, if y'all tear that shit up again, you ain't rebuilding nothing.
Ain't rebuilding shit.
So y'all better leave it standing the way it is.
Because why would y'all fuck up shit like the supermarkets? Like, we need that shit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the sneaker stores, clothing stores, all of that. Like, y'all could have got me a couple of them gold VVS's. But anyway,
at least do your research.
Anything local and black owned.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like,
because when they used to do riots back in the day, when they was black owned, they ain't fuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least just know your community, because even if it's not black owned, if there is like a mom and pop store that's owned by an older Jewish couple and they've been good to y'all and they let you get shit on the eye,
fuck you, looting
don't burn them. Exactly. They ain't do nothing to you.
And they got all the extra shit on convenience when all the other stores run out, or when you don't feel like running to the supermarket, when you just want to walk to the corner real fast, you don't want to move your car. Right, might be $2 or $3 extra, but shit, and they gonna charge you for that 50-cent tax if you use your car.
Yeah, yes, the merchant fee.
I'm just saying.
Niggas gonna loot the poppy store and come back the next day for a cheesesteak.
Right.
Niggas going
like
there.
dickhead.
Niggas going there.
Wawa's like that shit was stupid, son.
Yeah, y'all done got so many Wawa's shut down.
Y'all started doing. Y'all was still doing. Y'all got
the Wawa Center City
closed. The Wawa on Tyson closed. There's another one they closed. Can't think of it right now.
What was that? 12th
University City closed.
14th Market.
Yep. There's only one more down there. But if it's
I
all
didn't
the
know
way,
it's one
it's
down
on Chestnut, like 3rd or 4th
It's
and
next
Chestnut.
to the Liberty place.
Right next to the, yep.
Man, I used to hit that Wawa on 12th or wherever it was. Give me nice little breakfast coming here.
Yep.
I can't do that no more.
Nope, not no more. Not no more.
Damn.
You guys get your breakfast from the cart.
Damn, homie. Before the pen, that shit was the man, homie.
Yeah. Dang. Rest in peace to the places that didn't make it out the pandemic. But
Right.
guess what? We hope y'all bounce back in some kind of way.
We really did. Whether y'all do go mobile, little e-commerce, okay? You don't
Yeah.
necessarily need no overhead.
You
You know,
to be
make it
careful
work.
during them days. It was
Niggas is
different.
looting the Five Guys.
Okay. Yes.
Facts. Like, my nigga, you was gonna steal the frozen burgers?
The
Stealing,
peanuts.
stealing peanuts.
Like the peanuts? No, dang. They was free. They was always
you
free.
could loot them and they could be open.
And they could, right. That's what I'm saying. Oh, gosh.
Disrespectful. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully they do an official announcement this year in 2023 as a closing or, the ending of this, as I like to call it, the pandemic. That was so funny.
Pandemic.
That was so funny. But we're going to continue to whoop whoop through the rest of this February and get blackity black. We're going to stay blackity black 365 days a year.
True.
But any extra outtakes you want to give to the people before we say goodbye to them for another 7 days?
Don't say nothing to me if you had a Super Bowl party and you had all the good delectable dips and the crock pot
And you
stuff
didn't call
going on,
me.
and you didn't call me, and I hope your team lost if they played. Anyway.
Call me.
Yep, because it's definitely Super Bowl Sunday. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. It's like, all right, I'm done.
Team Rihanna, bitches. That's the only team I am.
Okay.
Team Navy. Well, we will see y'all next week. Thank y'all
Yes,
for
we
joining
will.
us again. Catch us every Sunday and bring a friend next time. Bye.